Mm. Let's talk. Come on here. Come on in here. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a sit down. Let's have a long discussion about this performance tonight, right? Now, look, normally I would have more sympathy for teams when they go out like this and they had a great season and they were trying to accomplish something. But look, I ain't got no sympathy for the Clippers tonight because I remember during the bubble time when they were playing the Portland Trailblazers, what's the boy? Pat Bev, my Chicago brother, and Paul George on the bench, Ken, mocking Dame Lillard with the Dame time and mocking his watch and all that type of crazy stuff. And these boys just went out here and got popped and lost a 3-1 lead. They lost a 3-1 lead tonight. Why? Because in the second half, the Clippers were absolutely horrendous. They were terrible down the stretch, right? Terrible. It's no way to even be nice about it at all, right? And I'm gonna key in on two individuals. The whole team was bad. The whole team was bad in the second half. But I'm gonna key in on two individuals, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. And for all the talk I heard all year about Kawhi Leonard being the second coming of Michael Jordan, or he the best thing we didn't see since Mike, he the most clutch player we didn't see since Mike and Kobe, he need to be the one. He been the best player above LeBron James for years. For the last couple of years, he been leaps and bounds ahead of LeBron James, right? So if he leaps and bounds ahead of LeBron James for the last couple of years, he's going to be subjected to the same criticism that LeBron James will be subjected to. Let me ask y'all, what did Kawhi Leonard shoot tonight in this game? Okay, y'all taking too long. The boy shot 6 of 20 damn 2. 6 of 22. And that's not good if y'all didn't know. Right? And look, he's a great player, a phenomenal player. But all that talk I heard, oh, he better than Michael Jordan. He gonna show LeBron how to do it, and he more clutch than LeBron. He got more heart than LeBron, and he'll never go out like LeBron has been going out. All that talk, right? And look what happened. Look what happened, fam. Playoff P. Playoff Paul George. Your boy shot 4 of 16 and was 2 of 11 from 3. Right? Jamal Murray had more points than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George combined tonight. He had more points than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George combined tonight. Jamal Murray had a 40-piece special. A 40-piece special. And it really, first of all, let me just I got to praise the Denver Nuggets for the defense that they played. I want to praise them for never giving up. Mike Malone does a great job of galvanizing these young players to rally behind him, and they play for him. I feel like they will run through a brick wall for Mike Malone, and it's just a testament to the good coach that he is. But these young boys never gave up. At one point, the Clippers were up by 11, and they kept fighting, kept being resilient. And you ask me why? Because they already came back from a 3-1 deficit in the last round against the Utah Jazz. They weren't scared at all, right? And for Doc Rivers to be this great defensive coach that everybody praises him to be, and Doc Rivers is a solid coach. He's a solid coach. But for all the dogs they got defensively and all that type of stuff, they was doubling Jokic. Jokic out there looking like Magic Johnson, dropping off passes, dropping off dimes out there to the open man, and they knocking down shots. And quiet as kept. And my boy told me, we both agreed when Michael Porter Jr. said they have to run the offense through more than just Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic for them to win. And it was the absolute truth. People just didn't like when he came out, the venue or the time that he said it, the place that he said it, but he was telling the truth. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is probably what sparked it lit a fuse under these boys. It lit a fuse under these boys to ball these boys up. For real, ball these boys up. I'm going to read y'all these stats. And hold on. Let's go to it. We're going to split the stats in half, right? The Clippers shot 37% for the game. The Denver Nuggets shot 49%, almost 50%. The Clippers were 9 of 35, 25% from 3. The Denver Nuggets were 13 of 37, right? The Denver Nuggets had 53 rebounds to the Clippers 37 rebounds. And look, man, them boys was balling. Them boys was balling, and they weren't afraid of the Clippers, man. And again, all that talk, everybody gonna tell me, oh, Kawhi, they was built to win. They was built to beat these boys. They the best team ever. They the best team ever. Talking Paul George, them talking crazy. CJ McCollum letting these boys have it. He letting them have it on Twitter. And I ain't even mad at him because I would too. I'm going to read y'all some of the tweets that CJ has been shooting at these boys. Shooting at them like crazy, right? CJ say, hold on, I wonder if they packed before the game, right? And he talking about Steve Ballmer so hot, laughing at Steve Ballmer because he's so pissed, right? And then Damian Lillard told Pat Bev, I guess I should extend this Cancun invite. since I haven't made my arrangements yet, because they were saying 1, 2, 3 Cancun, talking about Dame Lillard and them for saying that they were going to be losing and they was going to be home soon. Well, they at home too now, right? And CJ McCollum say, I'll bring the wine. Weather nice as ever too, right? Then CJ laughing, CJ on here getting down on these boys, right? And again, I ain't even mad at him. He get down on these boys for real. He say, look, CJ say, this is my last tweet before I finish this glass. He talking about this glass of wine. He said they did vote, talking about the Clippers. They did vote that they ain't want to play no more, but I didn't think they was going to go out like that. Fam, look, Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Mike Malone, all that, bro, the hearts, like all that, the heart that he instilled in these boys. I mean, they had heart of their own, but they came out and they believed that they can beat the Clippers, and they did just that. They did just that. But I'm telling y'all, if LeBron James were to shoot 6 of 22 and be horrible as Kawhi and Paul George were down the stretch, it would be World War II. So I'm providing all the smoke tonight. All the smoke tonight. I don't give a damn. I don't care. And I know LeBron James and the Lakers are in for a task with this young team because they're poised. They came back from 2-3-1 deficits. They ain't trying to make a statement and say it for real. But LeBron, my boy LeBron, I'm gonna have to ball out, and I'm positive that he's gonna get the job done. It ain't gonna be easy, but they're gonna have to ball out. They're gonna have to ball out. And I think LeBron them gonna win it. And they have to get ready for them, right? But look, man, I'm looking at this series, and at first people was pissed off about Zubac getting traded from the Lakers. I felt like, okay, Zubac was solid, but now I see why the Lakers traded Zubac. Zubac was getting worked all series, long. And what's crazy is, I'm thinking about it, Montrezl Harrell, he a free agent now. He a free agent. Somebody gonna pay him. After this season he had when he won 6th Man of the Year, averaging 18, coming off the bench, he as good as gone. He gone, like they say in baseball, when somebody strike out. He gone. He out of there. So we gonna see what they gonna do. But your boys, man, look, this type of performance right here. I mean, when I saw Paul George hitting the side of the rim, hitting the backboard, hitting the side of the backboard, hitting the bottom of the rim, I'm like, damn, these boys is cooked. They are finished, right? And, for all the clamor and the hoopla surrounding this team, people were saying they were the clear-cut favorites. They getting everybody up out of there. They beating the Lakers. Can't no team mess with them. They cooking everybody. Can't nobody stand in their way. They getting everybody done. For all that talking, all that expectations, this looks like an exact replay of Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan to me. For all the hoopla surrounding them. Because they was the clear-cut favorite. It was over. It was a done deal. The deepest team in the league. And I told y'all this too. For all the dogs you have, See, my uncle always told me this, right? When a dude, some guys have to play all mean and aggressive and look mean and be snarling and growling at dudes and barking and woofing and cussing and all of that because it's something that they lack in skill, right? So when they match up against a team that has skill, that has finesse, that really has a great ability, they're going to run into trouble because all that woofing and hollering only works for a team that's scared of you. And these boys wasn't scared of them. At some point, talent will prevail. And Jokic, Jamal Murray and them was shining bright for real. And I got to give credit for all the rest of the guys. What's my boy name? Jeremy Grant? Is that Jeremy that I'm talking about? Let me make sure I'm talking about Jeremy. Make sure that went. Yes, Jeremy Grant. You had Gary Harris playing well. You had Paul Millsap, the veteran, hitting some clutch threes throughout the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, these boys were coming to play. They were playing great defense, and they were scratching and clawing, diving all over the floor. Jokic had 16, 13, and 22. Had a triple-double before the third quarter was even over with, man. For real, these boys was out here balling, man. And for everybody to be talking all that crazy stuff and telling me, the Lakers don't want to see them, man. Kawhi got more heart than anybody. He got the heart of 4 lions. LeBron got the heart of a, they be talking, LeBron got the heart of a mouse and talking all crazy. I was in an Uber today. The Uber driver telling me he don't like LeBron James because LeBron stacked the deck. He stacked the deck too much. Even though the Clippers were stacked, they were stacked higher than LeBron James' squad. They were stacked up higher than LeBron James' squad. And you can ask anybody. Everybody was saying they're the deepest team in the league. They had the deepest roster. They had guys that can come off the bench and give you 30 like Lou Will, right? Montrezl coming off the bench giving you 18 a game. You know what I'm saying? The Morris twin coming up, stepping up, giving you good buckets and so on and so forth. Reggie Jackson. They were stacked all the way up. And you telling me, LeBron stacked the deck and all that. And they look what happened. So it ain't, LeBron, like he got the best. He always want everything stacked up. Kawhi had stuff stacked up too. Him and Paul. You know what I'm saying? So all that, man, hey, you can miss me with all that. You can miss me with all that. Them boys got popped tonight. And at first, I had the last game, I said that the Clippers were going to win. I was hoping that the Clippers would win so we can see that LA showdown and the LA matchup. Because I know what the narrative is. If LeBron James go out here and dog Denver, it's going to be, oh, he had the easy road. He had the easy team. He didn't have to face the Clippers. Well, damn well, if that happens and LeBron ball out on the Nuggets, it ain't LeBron James' fault that the Clippers lost to the Denver Nuggets. It ain't his fault. They got smoked before LeBron got to him. So that is not his fault. But you know what I'm saying? Look, all that talking crazy, Pat Bear and them on the bench doing and front running and clowning and all that key. It wasn't time to key tonight. Because them boys was getting their eyes shot out. Oh yeah, they was getting balled up for real. Them young boys out there was hustling on them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care. You can get mad. You can come in here and talk all you want to. I don't give a damn. I'm talking cash tonight. I'm talking cash. Because if had this been LeBron James, you know what the narrative would have been. All y'all favorite YouTubers on YouTube that be talking crazy about LeBron, all these so-called Lakers fans that was rooting for LeBron James, they've been rooting for LeBron James and the Lakers to lose, they secretly finna be rooting for Jokic to beat LeBron them now. Because they pissed off because they thought Kawhi and them was going to prove that LeBron wasn't who he say he is. They just was banking on Kawhi. Sending LeBron James home and punking LeBron James and snatching the crown from LeBron James. You know, where everybody said the crown been snatched by Kevin Durant or whatever. But you know, a lot of these Laker faithfuls who, not all Lakers fans, a lot of Lakers fans have embraced LeBron. But you have a huge segment that don't like LeBron James because they figure you only can like Kobe Bryant. If you love Kobe Bryant, you can't like LeBron James. Even though the late, great Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, would not want y'all to be rooting against the Lakers in any shape, form, or fashion. And he told y'all to rally behind LeBron James before he passed. But the Lakers faithfuls, they act like LeBron had to jump through all type of hoops and you had to prove that you got to prove it to LA. You got to win us a championship. You got to earn our respect. You got to earn, fam. Was y'all doing that to Robert Sacre and Roy Hibbert ass when they came over there? If any other superstar would have came over to the Lakers, they wouldn't even did all that to LeBron. It's the fact to those players, if another player or another star would have came over there, it's because it's LeBron. They want dudes to jump through all these hoops. But it's them same Laker fans that hate LeBron James that was wishing on the Lakers' downfall, and they wanted it to be at the hands of Kawhi Leonard. I want to know what they got to say now. I want to hear it loud and clear. But I know they're going to come out and they're going to be, oh, you know, whatever. And they better not make no excuses. Yes, Kawhi played solid throughout the majority of the series. But in the closing game, the final game, your boy did not play good at all. Your boy did not play good. If in a final game, an elimination game, if LeBron James had 14.6 assists and 6 rebounds, he will be getting cooked all day long. He would get cooked all day long. If Paul George had 10 points, 2 assists and 4 rebounds in 38 minutes. And Kawhi had 14, 6 and 6 in 43 minutes. If LeBron James had any of those stat lines in a closeout game, game 7, y'all know that boy would be getting cooked all damn day long. So I ain't trying to hear it. I ain't coming out here I ain't trying to be cordial. I ain't trying to be, you know, and I know y'all gonna be calm down. Hell no, I ain't calming down, no. Cause I know what the narrative would be. And I know that, you know, the fake Laker fans that was rooting against LeBron James and all that, I know they finna be still rooting against LeBron, right? But I want to tell you all you individuals who are having a hard time accepting the LeBron era of the Lakers, LeBron and my boy Anthony Davis, my Chicago brother, it's okay. Come on board. Call the troops and tell them rally behind the Lakers. Ain't no other LA team in it now, right? Rally behind the Lakers. Y'all Lakers fans, ride with LeBron and AD now, man. Cheer them boys on so they can try to make this push to the championship. For real. You ain't gotta be hating. You ain't gotta have that hate in your heart all this for this long, man. Get that head off your heart, man, and come cheer and root for LeBron them, man. They trying to make a push and trying to do something. But look, man, all the whole year, they was telling me, you know, LeBron washed, he threw, his time is over with. This Kawhi time. Kawhi Michael Jordan. He the new Michael Jordan. He got the mid-range game. He Michael Jordan. All that. All right. You saying Kawhi Michael Jordan and dude ain't even got 10,000 points yet. Holla at me when he get 10K first. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even got 10,000 points yet. Y'all trying to tell me he the second coming. Bro, get up out of here, bro. Like, and then I know they gonna say, well, he wasn't the main option until it's like 5th or 6th year. But that's his problem. You feel me? If he wasn't that dude that yet, that quick, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, he's a great player now. He's a phenomenal player. I ain't gonna take that away from him. But he came up short tonight. And again, if LeBron James would have came up small like this, if he would have came up this minuscule, I know what the narrative would be. He's done. He cooked. Kawhi snatched his crown. He not the best. Like, they've been telling me LeBron ain't been the top 5. He ain't the top 5. People been saying stupid stuff. I don't listen to them. But people been telling me, Kawhi was leaps and bounds ahead of LeBron for years. KD leaps and bounds ahead of LeBron. LeBron ain't been the best player in the league since 2014. I've been hearing all that type of stuff. Yeah, all right. You don't even believe that. You don't believe that. That's why CJ out here cooking these boys, man. Talking crazy about these boys. Y'all going to Cancun too. So get your outfits ready. I wonder did they pack last night. I'm wondering the same thing, CJ. I'm wondering that too. Steve, look, all that. And Steve Ballmer was pissed because he like, damn, how we lose a 3-1 lead? But look, Denver Nuggets, man, they came out and proved they with it. They with it. They proved they with it, and they ain't scared of nobody, man. They ain't scared of nobody. But yeah, man, all these dudes, man, like I said, LeBron would be getting killed for them numbers. LeBron would be getting killed if he put up them numbers, man. They would be killing dude. They would have killed LeBron if he put up them numbers, man. Like, look, you feel me? Like, and I don't know. We're gonna see how Doc Rivers, if he survives this. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't dropped this. Doc Rivers didn't dropped 3-1 leads before. 3-1 leads during his time as a head coach. I believe in LA with the Clippers. We gonna see. I think, yeah. We gonna see how Doc survives this. Doc is a good guy, a great coach. I'm not advocating for him to get fired. But man, it's tough. This is tough, man. This is tough. Them boys was hitting the side of the backboard. The side of the backboard under the rim. It was just clank, 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 clank. Mars couldn't buy a basket. Mars couldn't shoot a basketball in the ocean if they wanted to tonight. Couldn't shoot a basketball in the ocean tonight if they wanted to, man. It's tough out here, man. It's tough. For real. You know what I'm saying? And some say, can you blame it on the bubble, man? Look, nah, everybody had an equal rest because I know they wouldn't give nobody else that excuse. You know what I'm saying? And I know everybody going to try to be Lakers fans too. I mean, not Lakers fans, Nuggets fans now too. That's cool. Rally behind the young boys. You know what I mean? They earned their respect. They earned all the accolades and all the praise they getting because them boys came out the ball. They played team basketball. They had each other's back. They kept, they kept uplifting each other, passing the ball right, getting guys open with the open shots, playing good basketball. And they had guys step up in big ways and big moments. Everybody didn't have a whole bunch of points, but they hit big shots throughout the course of the game, which helped them to overtake the Clippers and keep the momentum that they had the whole way. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and Skip Bayless talking about he guess he a Lakers fan. I mean, a Nuggets fan. Skip Bayless said, I guess I just became a Nuggets fan. I'm sure you did, brother. I'm sure you did. For real. You know what I'm saying? So, and I promise you, if you bet, maybe, because I see people who was betting that, the Clippers would beat the Lakers. They was betting people before this. I bet you $50, $100 that the Clippers would beat the Lakers. Man, y'all should honor y'all bet, man. You feel me? Because look, collect y'all bread for them people that was betting y'all. Collect them bread. Yeah, the Clippers ain't going to match up with the Lakers this year, but so what? This their fault they ain't make it. Collect y'all bread for them individuals, man. I ain't trying to hear none of that, man. I ain't trying to hear none of that, for real. Look, bruh, it's going to be a long night for them. Playoff P them. And I told y'all, for real, I told y'all about how I seen Paul George do a couple of times. When he was in Indiana, the boy, I remember one game at the time when I think Braun was in Miami when the boy finished with 7 points in the fourth quarter, right? And fouled out. And then he has had other blunders from there. From the previous year with Rondo getting smoked out by Dame last year. And they talking all that cash, bro. For real. Come on, get up out of here, man. Get up out of here, man. Like, and before the game, what's crazy is that the Nuggets were saying that the pressure was all on the Clippers. So them boys was just out there hooping. They was out there just hooping tonight, man. They was out there hooping. Jokic said we felt like this was something we could get through. They felt like it was just something they can get through. Like, for real. Them people, they use them boys as a lesson, as a life lesson, and bought on them boys, man. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Man, I'm just sitting here looking at this. I'm looking at the highlights and all that. It's but yeah, man. All that hype people saying, oh, you better watch out for them. They gonna be the second coming. The Clippers winning it all. They too stacked. They too stacked. And I should have listened to my father. Father knows best. My pops told me, hey man, the Clippers gonna lose this seventh game. They gonna lose. I mean, he told me the Clippers gonna lose this game. He said they didn't let Denver get too confident. They let them have too much momentum. It's over now. It's a wrap. For real. It's a wrap. Denver Nuggets out there playing like I'm sorry. The Clippers out there playing like they the first boss in the video game. The easy dude that you got to just hit a few times. Like they went out like that tonight. For real, man. Come on, man. My pops told me that the Denver Nuggets was gonna win tonight. For real. He told me it's gonna lose. He told me that Denver was gonna win, and he told me that the Clippers was gonna lose for real. Damn. Woo! Man, look, the Nuggets out there using them boys, using the Clippers as a team building exercise, man. We felt like this was something we could get through. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look like, man, look, this is just something that they use them as like some regular trials and tribulations. This is something we shall cross this bridge too. We shall get over this too. This is nothing. We will get over this. We will get through this, man. Jokic was seeing that double team come through my man in there. Magic Johnson throwing them dimes out like it wasn't nothing. Looking like Pistol Pete Maravich and Steve Nash and Magic all in one. Damn. For real, man. Come on, man. Use them boys as a character building. The Nuggets use them as character building, bro. Like, oh, man, listen. Woo-wee. Listen here. Kawhi in there talking so low in the press conference, you can hear rat piss on cotton. You know what I'm saying? Woo-wee. Marcellus Wiley, you know I don't even fool with you for how you be acting, cutting the jig for a while anyway. You about to cry tomorrow. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, but I'm out. Peace.